Good Saturday morning to you. My morning's been a little hectic. How's yours been? It's not been bad. It's not bad. It's just been some stuff, right? So just isn't there always something going on though? I hope you've had a great week. I hope you have some plans. Here I'm in Oklahoma. I know y'all are all over the place, but here in Oklahoma we had 3 inches of snow yesterday morning, and most of it melted by yesterday afternoon. It was beautiful for a couple hours, and then the sun came out. That was even more beautiful. So we seem to be on a fast track to spring, and I'm happy about that. I like that. So I like spring. Spring. I think spring and fall are my favorites. Maybe it's the change that's just constant, because spring, everything. I love spring as everything starts getting green and opening up, and oh yeah, I love spring. And then I like fall, not the death part, but it's so beautiful and it's changing as everything's going to sleep and going to rest for the winter, right? And I love nature. I love summer too, and I like a little bit of winter, but not as much. I like the snow, and then I want it to go away, and that's why I'm happy. It snowed, and now it's going away. So it's warming up a little bit. So before I get too far, grab your study guide. We've got 2 lessons down and 4 to go, and I'm telling you, I'm enjoying this. We had a really good class Tuesday night, and I'm not really so much teaching anything as we're learning from each other. And the root of learning is discovery, and learning, and so we're discovering together as we unpackage the things James talks about, and it was really good. So if you get a chance, those videos are on my main wall, my profile, and I'm probably going to try to pull them down if that's possible, download them and put them on YouTube so they can all be in one place. That way you don't have to go try to find them, right? Should be able to go to my videos and they should be close together. But I do a video almost every day, so there's a lot of videos on my Facebook videos, right? So I'm going to try to maybe move them over to YouTube so that they're all kind of together. But that's just I don't even know if that's going to work because I don't do all that stuff much. But anyway, so this yesterday, the day before, the last couple of days, I took a break from studying James. We've been studying James the class, and I've been studying Ephesians because I actually was on the International Prayer Tower yesterday, leading the nations in prayer for the church, for the body, and that's such an amazing experience and outstanding. Just a such an opportunity. I'm so grateful for that. But anyway, and so I took a break from James the last couple of days, and I was studying Ephesians. And so this morning, as I got up, I was thinking, what can I do a devotion about me? What's on my heart? What's on God's heart? That's what I like to ask. What's on God's heart for today? Or what's going on? Do we need to focus more on peace? Do we need to focus more on His love? He's got so many different attributes. His character is so broad, and it's so hard sometimes to just think, what do we want to talk about God? Because when we talk about God, goodness, we could talk about so many different things, right? And so I landed in Ephesians because that's what's on my mind, right? And so in the New Living Translation, uh, chapter 1, verse 23 says, and let's see, and the church is his body. It is filled by Christ, who fills everything everywhere with his presence. And so that was one of those phrases that jumps out. And sometimes I just read until I find something that jumps off the page at me. And when something jumps off the page at me, then I stop and I go back and I just meditate on that. So I'm going to meditate on this all day. It's not just a uh, for the morning devotion. I'm going to think about this all day. I'm going to leave my Bible open to this chapter. When I walk by, I'm going to go, oh yeah, it's going to remind me, and put my mind back on that for a minute because I got lots of work to do and I hope to accomplish a whole bunch. So, so as I read this, I read it over and over. He fills everything everywhere, and so that's why I titled this "Everything Everywhere." So I thought, okay, if Jesus fills everything everywhere with his presence, then I am at an everywhere. No matter where I am, it's an everywhere, right? And no matter what I'm doing, there's an everything. So we could say every person, everything, everywhere and everything, and that means I'm at an everywhere. So that means that no matter where I'm at, his presence has filled it already. So what's the catch? The catch would be that I have to acknowledge that. Kind of like his peace, kind of like his love. It's already there. It's available to me. His peace is there, available to me. Jesus said, "I left it here for you." His love, is is towards us always. We just have to acknowledge it. So it's his presence now is everywhere. We know this. It's everywhere. But it's up to me to acknowledge it and enjoy it. And think about, just take a second and go, God's right here. God, God is right here. He's not where I'm going to go today. Well, when I get there, he's already there too, right? He's not stored in the church and we can only go visit with him on Sunday. He's not stored in our deepest, darkest, hardest trials and we can only access him when something really bad is happening. He's right here. And nothing really bad is going on right now for me. I got some stuff, but it's not anything real super, super heavy, real super, super bad. I mean, yes, I've got a lot of prayer requests. Yes, I got friends going through stuff. I got a pretty long prayer list for today that I'll be praying over. If you want to be on it, let me know. I'll stick you on there. But I pray over. I usually pray when I walk back and forth in front of the apartment or on the treadmill, right? And I just pray over that list, and I just pray over. I've got friends that lots of friends, and I got stuff too. I take care of Chris. I got stuff all the time. There's not a break, so there's always something, but there's nothing just super big pressing in, right? But he's still right here. He doesn't say, "Oh, are you okay? I'll be back then, okay?" you know, it's not like the doctor and um, it's not like you have all these symptoms and then when you go to the ER and when you get there, they're like, "Well, you're all right." Okay, well, I'll just go back home then. I'll come back when the symptoms get worse. God doesn't sit there and say, well, just come back when it gets worse. When you can't handle it, holler. Give me a holler. He doesn't. He's here. He's here when it's good and everything's going great and work is good and I can keep up. Well, I've never been able to keep up. He's here when it's good and things are good and the lights are on and I got food in the cabinet, which is pretty much all the time anyway, because he's a good provider. But he when my bank account, not recently, I made a mistake and overdrew one of my accounts. I was able to cover it really quick, but it was really frustrates me when I do that. And I was like, I forgot that was going to come out. I didn't write that down or something. And he's there when it's overdrawn and he's there when it's full. I don't know what full is though, but he's there. It doesn't matter what is going on. He never takes a break. He never says, "I'll be back when it gets worse. You don't need me right now, so call me, okay?" He's everywhere, right? He's everything, everywhere. He feels everything, everywhere with his presence. It's just a matter of me going, God. And sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes that's the greatest prayer. It's just calling out on him. God, help me. God, I don't know what to do. God, give me your strength. Give me your wisdom. You see, even on the good days, we still need his wisdom with every decision, with everything we face in a day. We still need his wisdom. We still need his watch care over us. We still need his provision. We still need him. And it's such a comfort to know that he fills everything everywhere. That means that my apartment is filled with him. Your home, your apartment, wherever you live, your RV, your camper, your tent, your mansion, what from anything, everything is filled. Everything, everywhere. But it also means I am filled with his presence. If it's everything, I'm in everything. Are you in everything? We are in everything. Everything, everywhere has access to his presence. It's right there. We don't have to go, I don't remember where it is, but there's some place where they go climb a mountain to visit with God, and you got to go to the top, to worship their God. We don't have to go find a sheep and kill it and go to the tabernacle and the temple and have a big sacrifice thing to reach God. We don't have to walk miles and miles and miles to get to a place where we can finally talk to God. He is right here, wherever your here is. and he fills everything, everywhere, with his presence. We can talk to him anytime. Middle of the night, I wake up all through the night. I woke up last night. I don't know why. I think I woke up at about 3:30. Like, oh, I'm awake. He was right there. We have access to the God who created everything. Powerful, all knowing, omnipresent, fills everything, everywhere. There's not ever a date that he goes, I'll be back. I'm going to lunch. Even the pharmacy closes for lunch now. How do they do that? Right? I think it's a short staff or something like that. I've had some problems with it. But the CVS up here, now they close for lunch. And so I have to make sure I go after or before to get prescriptions in the drive thru because they close for lunch. God doesn't close for lunch. He doesn't take Saturday or Sunday off. He doesn't hang out a sign that says gone fishing or be back at 2. He is everywhere, filling everything with himself. We have access to this powerful God, this powerful being when we need peace, if we need provision, if we need comfort, if we have a request for a friend or a request for ourselves, or we just need wisdom, direction for the day, direction and wisdom for making decisions from day to day. He's here. We don't even have to wait for him to get here. I put in my request. I ordered some stuff for Chris this morning on my Instacart this morning, and so I ordered and I had to wait for it to get here. And we don't even have to put in a request and then now sometimes we don't get our answer right then, right? And especially if you ask for wisdom, we get that wisdom right then, but it may take some time to walk out that process before we get to the final end result of that prayer, right? And sometimes, if God, sometimes God heals slowly, sometimes God heals quickly. And so sometimes it's it's a gift of faith and a miracle, and God just heals, and somebody's just better. And then sometimes He heals, and it takes some time for your body to adjust back and to be healed over time, right? And maybe I pray for maybe my cabinets are bare, they're not, but maybe my cabinets are bare, and I pray it may take some time for that answer to come, but God answers right then. He hears us the second we cry. He doesn't say, "Come back." I can't hear that right now. I don't want to listen right now. Come back. I got too much. No, I can't think about that right now. He's always welcoming. He's always ready to talk to us. He's always ready to give us his wisdom. He's always ready. He's already given us his peace, his comfort, his joy, his love. He's filled everything everywhere with his presence. It's up to us to just acknowledge it and tap into that and go, God, I'm so glad you're right here. I'm so glad your presence is right here. I don't have to go look for it. I don't have to order it online. I don't have to get on an app and order it to be here by 3. It's here. Wherever your here is. And if your here changes, you get in your car and you go somewhere else, guess what? His presence is already there too, because he's everywhere. What an amazing, amazing God we serve. One who loves us genuinely and unconditionally. One who gives us his peace, his love, his grace, his mercy freely. When we need it, as we need it, we can call on him anytime. I encourage you to take your requests to him today. Write them down if you're not sure you remember. That's what I do. And just take your request to him, and remember that you can pray anywhere. Why? Because God's going to hear you, because he's everywhere. Matter of fact, he already knows your request before you bring it. Sometimes he just wants you to bring it to him, to trust him with your deepest, darkest secrets, to trust him with your deepest, darkest concerns, to trust him with the good things too. You don't have to wait till something bad happens to go talk to God. You can go, man, this is just really cool stuff going on, God. This is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, don't wait. Don't wait. Talk to him today. If you haven't talked to him in a while, just start. He'll be right there. He's waiting there for you, actually. And if you have talked to him for a while, just talk to him some more today. If you normally pray once, pray twice today. Pick another time and just bless Him with your presence. Bless Him with your request. Bless Him by just saying, God, thank you for being right here, right now with me. That's just an amazing thing. And when we acknowledge it, we experience His power, His peace, His love, His grace, His mercy. It's overwhelming and it's beautiful. Peace out, guys. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you bright and early Monday morning.